Daily Broadside, day 305. Yesterday I watched a quick interview of George Lopez, who I do not find funny at all, but I was just sitting there looking at it, and I was mesmerized by how this dude looked, man. Golly, he looks horrible. He looks like a cross between Edward James Olmos and like Lon Chaney's Wolfman. Some people should have to wear, or they should wear COVID masks, not because they have COVID, but because they're ugly and we don't want to see y'all, okay? No, just leave it at that. Now, I was also watching a video of Michael Rosenbaum, I think is his name. He was the guy that played like the supervisor or the captain of the guard or whatever for the prison in Shawshank. The guy that was up on the roof and, about threw the guy off or whatever. And, despicable character if you look at it. And you got to wonder, I wonder if all of his friends hate him. There's you're such an asshole in that movie. Or if that bleeds over into their personal life, or if they just can overlook that, because it would be difficult to be friends in real life with someone who is such a despicable character. And I'm sure there's tons of other more despicable characters that I could come up with, but that was the one that, maybe he's like a 5 or a 6 on the despicable meter, I guess, But I was also watching a video of little rats being fed to bullfrogs or whatever, little pinky rats that had just been born, their eyes weren't even open, they're just crawling around blind. There's 3 of them, and this frog just swallows them whole. And you don't think about frogs eating stuff like that. You always think I'm just kind of flitting out their tongue and nailing a fly, but those bastards eat full animals, and can fit quite a bit into their bodies and all. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, these little pinky things, they're, they've been alive for 7 minutes, and then they're just being fed to a frog, What a weird life cycle, You can't even see, and next thing you know, you can't breathe because you're in the belly of a bullfrog, which I guess suffocation would be how you, that would be your manner of death, I don't know, but that's an odd way to live a life there, a very short one, Damn rat lived 4 minutes, which I'm fine with because we have enough damn rats. Saw a documentary on how many rats there are in New York. It's scary. You should never eat there, or anywhere for that matter. And speaking of eating, I went down a rabbit hole. I'd seen this a long time ago, and I was reminded of it, and I watched it. There's all these employee training videos on YouTube from the 80s and all. And one of the best ones is the Old Country Buffet, which I can't even remember where the hell it's at and all. But they basically got this video. One of them is how to run the meat carving station. And it is the corniest, cheesiest 80s crap, but it is so funny. And you find yourself, man, that was good. I wonder how good the Hardee's one is from 1985. And then they got a Pizza Hut and all this stuff. And it's kind of funny. If you get bored and you got nothing else to do with your time, there you go. And dear Phil Collins and Philip Bailey, why the hell did y'all write Easy Lover, look at each other and think, that is a brilliant song, and not write more damn songs? Whatever album that was on, Chinese Lullaby or Chinese Soundbox, or whatever the hell that Philip Bailey solo album was, it should have just been duets with the two of them the entire time, because that was such a great tune, man. And y'all could have done more of that. And now Phil Collins is laid up in a wheelchair or something, and that ship has sailed. It's just sad. When you strike lightning in a bottle like that, you got to act on it more. That's how I feel. You'll get it.